Hello, ladies. Today is March 3rd, 2026. This will be considered as a part two with the series that I'm doing called The All American Girl, and how the dark side of glamour magic ties into that. Because, as I've stated on the previous videos, you have the All American Girl who's about, friends, family, and just having a great time. This is the energies of like the yesteryears. I'm looking at the energies of the 90s, right? And how in the 90s we had women who were supposed to usher in this brand new way of energies. Selena, Aaliyah, the greats. And they were supposed to set the standard to have this beautiful essence. You could still be a woman and be beautiful, but have your own autonomy and also love your family, love your friends, and still be able to be creative. Now, when it comes to the industry part, that's probably where the energy takes this turn because what I'm seeing is within the industry, it will promise you all of these things. You can be the all American girl, you can be the all American woman who is just loving yourself and being creative and helping, you know, other people around you, making other people feel good and having this type of essence to you, but they take it away from you. They take it away from the public. They take it away from the earth, right? Within the industry, they pushed Marilyn Monroe to be the standard, right? Norma Jean Baker, I'm going to call her that with this video because that's her original name. That's her name that were given in birth. But again, her too, she was this all American girl. During her time, she was supposed to usher in that, yes, I'm very beautiful, but I'm still a human. I still have my flaws, right? I deal with what the average woman would deal with on a daily basis. Just because you have given me this name and you change my hair color and you put me in these beautiful gowns, that doesn't mean that that's who I am. That's only who I am. I'm so much more than that. And yes, she was supposed to usher in this energy of telling women, like, hey, yeah, I'm very beautiful. You're very beautiful. And the glitz and the glam, it's all magical. But that's all it is. It's an illusion. Who am I really? The dark side of glamour magic. Now, when it comes to men, yes, men can create a woman to make her whatever he wants in his image. And even when you think about like fashion, stilettos, you know, lingerie lines, makeup lines, a lot of that, it was created by men because men have this weird connection and obsession with their feminine side. And the disconnect comes in that is them not being able to see women for just being women. You either have to be glamorized or you have to be less than. So with Norma Jean, she wanted to express that part of herself. And I noticed this even when it comes to like other women like Pamela Anderson. I believe Anna Nicole would have went down this same path. When you get to a certain age, you're like, okay, you know what? I've had my fun. I've been able to benefit from my beauty. It has given me privileges, opened up several doors. But now, let me show you who I really am. I like to garden. I like to take walks on the beach. I don't like to wear makeup all the time, you know? So that's what I see. That's what I pick up on. And the reasons why we were able to see more, because we're women and we can resonate with that type of energy. The reasons why we was able to see Norma Jean for who she really was is because, again, just being a woman, you can pick up on that type of energy. She was also trying to separate herself from her image or what the public and the men had given her and just say, yes, when I am Marilyn, I'm fully embraced by this beautiful energy. However, this is a different side of me, and I want to be able to express myself and who I am. I want to be able to tell my story. I want to be able to give young girls hope and let them know, like, even though you may have, started off one way, you can still progress in life. Wanting to be loved, I would say that she accomplished that because she's loved by millions of people all around the world. And people are still using her image. People are still capitalizing and making money off of her image. But I will encourage people to get to know the real her as Norma Jean Baker and look more into that past because I think that she would want that. One of the things that stood out to me is, her mother suffering from mental health issues and being in and out of psychiatric wards, and her having to, move around a lot and just be, you know, displaced in so many different environments. That does something to a person's reality time after time. And all you want to do is connect to something that is a part of you. And this is why I believe she was on this um, search for her father or, her relatives, biological relatives. And I'm sure she expressed that. The people who were handling all of her financials and her personal livelihoods, her therapist, her doctors, she expressed these things to them. And I believe once she seen that, hey, these people are all in it just to benefit for themselves, I need to start expressing myself to the public. And this is where you can see in interviews from like the 50s and 60s with her, and she was starting to open up a little bit more to the public. Because one thing about Hollywood, you're not going to have a long lasting career, but this is why they try to capitalize off of you in a very short period of time and elevate you so that way they can capture your essence and then resell it to everyone. So, again, the dark side of glamour magic is allowing other people to control your narrative and who you are as a person, but also the illusion of you believing that they have your best interest at heart. And this can be on a small scale, this can be on a large scale. She also had many different types of relationships with men, ties to, um, very powerful men. And for the most part, it was just all a game. And she may have thought that, you know, they really care. I'm beautiful. They tell me that I'm beautiful. But in the end, why would you treat me so ugly? Why would you treat me like I'm less than human? So that is all for this series. Take care.